We live in a world where it feels like everyone is trying to keep up, whether it's with the latest gadgets, the best clothes, or the newest car. But here's the truth. The average American home contains about 300,000 items. That's a lot of stuff to keep track of, and most of it doesn't even make us happy. In fact, studies show that 54% of people feel stressed by the clutter in their homes. It's no wonder that we're overwhelmed. But what if I told you that I stopped trying to keep up, and it changed everything? No, this isn't a sales pitch for the latest minimalist trend. This is about how simplifying my life helped me find more peace, joy, and freedom than I ever thought possible. In this video, we'll explore how letting go of the pressure to own more and do more can actually help you live a richer, happier life. I'll share the strategies that worked for me and how you can apply them to your own life. Stay tuned for tips on how to break free from comparison, say no without guilt, and discover the true meaning of happiness. Let's get started. Chapter 1. The Illusion of Progress. Why more isn't better. We live in a world where more is often equated with better. More things, more money, more status. But minimalism teaches us that this isn't always the case. Society has a way of making us feel like we're falling behind if we're not constantly upgrading our possessions or achievements. The truth is, owning more doesn't necessarily mean we're moving forward. In fact, it often creates more stress and clutter. According to a 2019 study by the American Psychological Association, 44% of people report feeling stressed by the things they own. Minimalism flips this idea. It's about focusing on what's truly important, not what's trending. Instead of filling our homes with things, we can fill our lives with experiences, relationships, and joy. For example, when you buy fewer things, you're not just saving money, you're saving time and energy that would have gone into maintaining those items. The more things you own, the more you have to manage. Minimalism, in essence, gives you back your time. And time is the one thing you can't get more of. The focus should be on quality over quantity. As Greg McKeown says in Essentialism, if you don't prioritize your life, someone else will. Chapter 2. Breaking free from the comparison trap. We've all been there. Scrolling through social media, feeling like everyone else is doing better than we are. The comparison trap is real, and it's toxic. Minimalism provides a way out. It encourages you to stop comparing your life to others and instead focus on your own values and goals. A 2020 study by the University of Pennsylvania found that social media use is directly linked to feelings of inadequacy and depression. But minimalism challenges that. Instead of trying to keep up with the latest trends or possessions, minimalism helps you define your own path. The key here is self-awareness. By getting rid of unnecessary distractions, you start to tune into what you really want, not what others want for you. It's about letting go of the constant urge to measure your worth against someone else's life. As the philosopher Lao Tzu said, when you let go of what you are, you become what you might be. When you stop looking outward and start looking inward, everything changes. Chapter 3. The Silent Power of Saying No. One of the most powerful tools minimalism gives you is the ability to say no. Saying no isn't always easy, especially when you're worried about disappointing others. But minimalism teaches that saying no is a form of self-care. In fact, a 2018 study by the University of California found that people who said no more often experienced lower levels of stress and higher satisfaction with their lives. Saying no means you're protecting your time and energy for the things that matter most to you. Minimalism isn't just about getting rid of physical clutter. It's about clearing out the mental and emotional clutter too. When you learn to say no, you free up space for what truly aligns with your values. This can mean saying no to extra work that drains you, social commitments that don't bring you joy, or material purchases that only add to the pile of things you don't really need. The beauty of minimalism is that you get to choose what fills your life, and saying no helps keep distractions at bay. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more tips on how to simplify your life. Chapter 4. Unpacking Happiness. It's not in the things. We've all heard the phrase, money can't buy happiness. But do we really believe it? Minimalism forces you to reflect on this truth. Research shows that, beyond a certain point, material possessions don't contribute to happiness. A 2014 study from Princeton University found that once a person's income reaches about $75,000 a year, additional money has little impact on their day-to-day happiness. Minimalism challenges the idea that owning more leads to greater joy. Instead, it teaches you to find fulfillment in the simplest things: a walk in nature, a meaningful conversation, or a favorite book. This mindset shift allows you to pursue happiness in ways that don't involve accumulating more things. Minimalism also highlights the importance of experiences over possessions. A 2021 study by the Harvard Business Review found that people who spent money on experiences rather than material goods reported higher levels of happiness. True happiness comes from within, not from the things we accumulate. As the famous writer, Henry David Thoreau, put it, "Happiness is like a butterfly, which, when pursued, is always just beyond your grasp, but which, if you will sit down quietly, may alight upon you." Chapter 5. How letting go of expectations freed my mind. We all have expectations, whether they come from society, family, or ourselves. These expectations can weigh us down, making us feel like we're never enough. Minimalism helps you break free from this pressure. By letting go of unnecessary expectations, you can live more authentically. Research has shown that stress levels decrease significantly when people let go of unattainable goals and unrealistic standards. A 2016 study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology revealed that people who embrace self-acceptance experience lower levels of anxiety and depression. Minimalism invites you to shed these burdens, allowing you to pursue a life that's uniquely your own. Instead of trying to keep up with others, you focus on creating a life that aligns with your core values. It's not about conforming to a mold, it's about embracing your individuality. The less you focus on meeting other people's expectations, the more room you have to live a life that feels true to who you really are. The author and minimalist, Joshua Becker, puts it perfectly: minimalism isn't about removing things from your life. It's about making room for the things that matter most. Chapter 6. The Minimalist Shift. What I gained by losing more. Minimalism is about shedding excess, and the more you let go, the more you gain. It's a paradox that many people don't understand until they experience it for themselves. When I started letting go of things, I realized I wasn't losing, I was gaining. Studies show that decluttering can improve mental health. According to a 2013 study by UCLA's Center on Everyday Lives and Families, people who lived in cluttered homes experienced higher levels of stress and depression than those with organized spaces. Minimalism helped me create a calmer, more peaceful environment. I didn't just lose material things, I gained a sense of freedom, clarity, and purpose. When you're not bogged down by the constant desire to acquire more, you can focus on what truly matters. Minimalism also led me to cultivate deeper relationships. Without the distraction of excess, I was able to invest more time and energy into the people I care about. Studies show that quality relationships are one of the biggest predictors of happiness. The more I focused on what was meaningful, the more I realized that losing things was actually gaining something far more valuable. As minimalism advocate Leo Babauta says, the more you let go, the more you create space for what really matters. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more life-changing strategies on simplifying your life.